Yeah,
Alright.
those spells don't count against the number of spells you can prepare.
Yeah.
Like the extra spells.
We are live.
Prepare more. We're live! Oh
We're
my
live.
god.
I know, right?
Oh my
Hello.
god.
Disgusting. Oh, hi, Andy. How are you?
I'm doing alright. How you doing, buddy?
That's
Pal.
hostile. Don't call
I'm
me
your
buddy, pal.
friend, pal.
Is this because you rolled a 1?
A little, yeah. I'm trying to recoup some more dignity.
Just do what you need to do, man. Just kill things.
That's
Just
okay,
rage.
I'm not far away. I'm not far away from you. I rolled a 2.
Well, I am far away. Correct.
We'll see. We'll see.
We can change this.
Anyway, yeah, it's episode 30 tonight. We are finally up to episode 30. After, I don't know how long, but yeah. Well, we don't have exactly a whole lot to catch up on, considering we caught up on Saturday. So do you want to start off with the recap, unless someone wants to talk about something amazing that they did on the weekend?
Have you done something like that?
I slept.
I played some Pathfinder Arthur Righteous and got my first mythic level, which was fantastic.
I spend my weekends not playing Vermintide.
That's a
Played Baldur's
lie.
Gate 1.
You
No,
played
I
it
don't.
Saturday.
Maybe for half an hour. I'll let my younger brother play it. I played Baldur's Gate mostly.
Wow.
Ooh, nice.
Was Saturday night nothing to you? Is that what you're telling me?
Stop crying.
I don't count that. That doesn't count.
There was no cam on. It could have been his little brother playing.
That is
There was a
true.
camera.
That is
Wow.
true.
Oh, there was
His-
a camera. You're right.
His voice is very similar.
That was me talking all the time.
You're just talking while he's playing. Hey, if that's what you did, I'm impressed, right?
Thank you. Thank you. That's what I do.
Ben? Divinity, what one? Number 1?
Baldur's Gate.
Oh, Baldur's Gate. Right.
Isn't
Eh?
Andy playing Divinity?
Nah, he's playing,
We're playing Pathfinder. Except actually he's playing Nier, so...
Oh, me.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm. To be fair, I've done my thing with Nier. I'm about to beat it properly. End
Nice.
it all, and then
Nice.
back onto Wrath of the Righteous.
Hell yeah. I must admit, when I got those mythic levels, I was like... super hyped for playing more. Once you get to that point, it just like... just get very excited for getting your mythic path.
I mean, as we discussed privately, I was rather confused about it all. And so I just sort of was like, I'll save that for another time.
Yeah, it wasn't like spot on clear, because I thought like straight away you wouldn't actually get I thought you'd get your mythic path straight away. That's why they gave you those dialogue options like leading to it, but it kind of makes sense now that I think about it, because they just like gave you the mythic hero. But I think they did explain it. I just went into panic mode afterwards, like, did it say that?
Yeah, I thought it said a thing like, once you choose your thing, you're locked in. So I was like, alright, I'm definitely not picking that, whatever that is.
Pretty much.
But I guess it's important.
Yeah. But yeah, I just got out of Canapres and like met the queen and everything, and I'm like at the camp. So.
That's pretty well where I'm at.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I just found such a troll weapon.
Oh,
It
no.
deals extra damage if you throw it, but it doesn't automatically come back to you. So you chuck it and that was it.
You chuck it, you miss, it flies overboard, sinks into
Yeah.
the ocean. Goodbye. Goodbye, legendary weapon. 5,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that is a great. Sorry, I'm just
That's fair.
looking something up.
Well, okay. If no one has anything to talk about, shall we do a recap about what happened
Yes.
in the last 2 weeks ago.
Tell me, guys, what happened?
I actually need to remember a little bit because I'm pretty sure I can remember the ghost ship and getting to the ghost ship, and we were going to go to the island where my bow is. But I'm unsure if last session was the session where we did the entire like thing with the amulet and the guard captain.
That was the one before. I'm pretty
No. Last session is the session where we nearly got assassinated at the start, while we were sleeping in the inn. Remember? And you like woke up basically and heard them. I was still asleep. Forrest was still asleep, and you practically saved my ass by like throwing an axe at them or something.
Yeah, I realized I couldn't live without the berserker axe.
Yep. And I basically barrel rolled around my room for like half an hour. So that happened. We caught 2 of them. We killed the other 2, and we killed 2 of them. Yeah, no, we killed 3 of them eventually. We captured 2, killed one of those 2 in what could have been a very morbid way, but we chose not to, I think. From what I remember.
Choice.
Someone made a choice. Oh, that's right. We put him in the chest, and then Stolgate brought down his axe upon it. Which, to be fair, was probably the more,
merciful option.
Yeah.
As opposed to the human soup. Yeah, probably.
I'm just done with interrogating people. All right.
Doesn't work well for us. Yeah.
And then the one person that didn't really give us a whole lot of info because we basically knew where he was anyway, what clan he was a part of. We ended up taking to the guard and giving him to the guard so he could try and get more information from him. And the guard did say he would let us know when he had more info or would be around. So I guess we'll check back on him when we get back and just see if he's gotten any goodies from that guy. And then we set off. We took the tank, the big tank that we got from hell, and we went to the ghost ship. We went to the island where apparently my bow is, and there was a ghost ship when we finally decided to take some rest because it took us a lot longer to get to the island than we imagined. Rested, and then in the middle of the night I saw a ghost ship while I was on watch. So we've currently just climbed up onto the ghost ship, and we're being met by the crew, who are all currently just staring at us.
Well, almost, yeah. You came up to the crew. One of them actually, held out a lantern to help you climb up. And they all seem very distraught. The ones that are all, a lot of them are staring at you, but in the background there's still a few of them just running around like headless chicken, looking incredibly panicked.
But you all look like you've seen a ghost.
The guy who sort of, kind of invited you onto the ship, he sort of tilts his head a bit, and then motions for you to follow him, and just turns around and starts heading to a set of doors that probably leads onto the deck. Can I have some perception checks from everyone, please?
I'm gonna turn around and look at Boris and Stogger. Well, suppose they're not one for pleasantries.
Yeah, also, they don't really have, distinct faces. They are of humanoid shape, but it's impossible to tell if they're, humans, elves. I got that. I got that 27 perception, yes.
No, it's not. That's with advantage, so...
Oh, right. Yeah, but the first roll is still a 20.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll
Also,
take it.
You know, good old rule of if it's not rolled to everyone, it doesn't count, but I'll be nice. Because all of you can actually hear it. Coming from below the deck, you hear high-pitched wailing. Like, almost like the screams of the damned. It's muffled, it's coming from below there. It's very high-pitched, and it sounds very not happy.
I'm going to just, like, draw my bow and look back to the others like, maybe we should prepare ourselves. I don't think this is going to be friendly.
Is he taking us downstairs to wherever that noise is coming from?
Yes. Yeah, he has invited you to follow him.
You hear that? They're calling us. We must quickly go and help.
Can I like stop the ghost that's just like trying to take us down and like will he actually speak to me, or is he just gonna like apparently just keep walking?
Do you do this like with your weapon drawn?
I'm gonna do it before I draw my weapon.
Okay. How do you try? Like, do you try and like grab his shoulder? Do you try and call out for him?
Yeah, I think I can't grab his shoulder, so I'm just gonna be like, excuse me, sir, a moment, if you don't mind.
He turns around, and it's really, you know, the more you look at them, the more unsettling it is how you can see a face, but there's like nothing distinguishing it. It is as if it's constantly morphing between different faces. It's impossible to nail down what he looks like, and it's the same for all of them. And he or she stops and turns around, looks at you, tilts the head again.
You don't mind if I just have a moment of your time? Can you speak? You don't speak, and you want me to follow you into the bottom of this ship. I'm gonna look back at Stogek and Boris just like...
I'm gonna wave back at them like, no, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Getting too old for this shit.
Do you take out your axe?
Yeah, I'm gonna ready my axe just in case.
All right. Two of the ghosts that were sort of standing and staring at you, they like kind of rush up to you and like put their hands up, like, you know, put down your weapon. They're like, no, just put down your weapon, relax.
Hey, Stogie, what are you doing? They're already dead. It is
They don't seem hostile. They just seem, you know.
Look, worst comes to worst, Stogek, we jump them and, you know.
But they don't care about Janice's bow?
Janice hasn't taken out his bow yet, right? Or did he?
No. I decided not to before. I decided not to because I was going to talk to him
wanted
first
to talk
and
first.
then see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Soon.
They seem sort of relieved and take a step back, and one of them actually gives you a thumbs up and then points at the door.
That's modern.
Well, Stogek, do you want to do the honors, because you know I've got the bow. I mean, I don't know what's in there, but I got you covered.
Yeah, sure. Nothing can hurt me.
I'm not convinced.
Roll to persuade.
While Stogek's like about to open the door, can I just like kind of quickly look around and see like what they're running around, like why they're running around? Like, is there something actually going on the ship that I can tell, or?
No, it seems that the ones that you can see, and most of the ones that have been watching you, they sort of left as well again. They are running around, opening containers. They seem to be looking for something very frantically. If you had to guess. You see a few of them, like, just standing over chests, seemingly arguing. Like, none of them make any sounds, but they seem to be arguing, going back and forth, and then running off again. There are always a few that come up from down below, or go back down. The entire ship just seems to be, you know.
Do they look like
in a panic.
pirates? Like the like if they're wearing something, does it look like it would be a pirate's outfit, or would it be just like a sailor's kind of uniform?
It looks like a sailor's outfit. Nothing seems tattered or ripped. They all seem to be. In fact, the entire ship seems to be in fairly good shape for being half incorporeal.
Okay.
And their entire mannerism doesn't necessarily strike you as the mannerism of outlaws.
Okay. I'm gonna like turn to Stolgeg and just kind of like not Stolgeg, Boris, and just like whisper to him a little bit, and just be like, Boris.
Yeah.
Just an idea, but do you think maybe that amulet of Procon might help? Do you think they might, you know, I don't know, maybe identify with it in some way? Maybe it might help later on. Just a thought.
Do you want me to pose myself as the follower of Procon?
Well, I mean, you've got plenty of amulets. I don't really know who you follow anymore.
I follow only Procon, the one and only.
All right. Just a thought there. Just a thought. I'm not going to turn back around.
Yeah, you actually
Can't help my
notice.
faith. Sorry.
You notice that the guy who invited you onto the ship and who was like trying to get you to go on the deck, he's just gone down. Like, he just left.
Oh. Okay. Well, I suppose we
no
should
one
go
is
through.
really paying you too much attention. Occasionally someone runs past and like motions for you to go to the door that leads below, but other than that, they all seem fairly busy. Panicking.
Well, I suppose we should go down. Let's just keep our wits about it, eh?
Yes. Just sort of like gripping the handle.
Alright,
All yours.
so we're going down?
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's head down.
You descend
I'll
the
be-
stairs. You open the door, you descend the stairs. It's because the entire ship is sort of glowing in this ethereal light. It's actually fairly easy to see below deck. Would be very convenient for any real life crew. And you see you are basically in sort of like a corridor with different doors leading to the side. It seems like a perfectly normal ship setup with rooms for the captain, the crew, all of that fun stuff. But in what's probably the main well, calling it mess hall would probably be, you know, a bit much because it's not a big room. It's a ship, everything's small, but it's probably where the mess hall would be.
Okay.
You see a door with a lot of sailors running in and out, and the door is open, and you actually see quite a few of them sort of huddled together in the corner, like nervously looking down at something you can't see, but whatever it is, it's where the wailing is coming from.
I'm gonna look to like Stog and be like, God, I wish that noise would shut up.
Just throw a rock at it.
I don't think that's going to do anything. Should you go and see what it is?
Fine.
I'm gonna approach the man. Is the man that let us down in that corner as well?
Yeah.
Or do they all just look the same?
It's impossible. Like, You see one of them still holding the lantern that the guy that led you there had.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the guy who invited you onto the ship.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like slowly kind of walk over with Stolgeg and Boris and just kind of like try and get a look at what they're all looking at, but also just kind of at the same time just say to the guy with the lantern, is everything all right?
He shakes his head and he like points at what they're all looking at. And as you get closer, you can now see it is a small child, a ghost child. If you had to guess, judging by the size, probably about 4 years old, crying, wailing profusely. It's the source of those high-pitched, horrible wails of the damned. And it's clutching what seems to be a broken clockwork toy, which seems to be the source of its despair. And you can tell that the others are trying to calm him down, trying to repair the toy, but none of them are really getting through to him.
I'm gonna come over to the child and like bend down and take a look at the toy. Like, no, child. Like, keep it down. What's wrong with it? With you? What is going on? What is this? I'm gonna like reach my hands towards the toy.
Give me a persuasion check.
Is this broken? Maybe I can help you.
Is this what you're crying about?
The child is still crying. Like, he doesn't stop, but he sort of holds the toy out to you, and you can see that the big cog in its chest that apparently made it, move and even walk around, has sort of fallen out. There was an axle in there that broke.
Is it fixable by mending?
Absolutely, 100%, yes.
Oh, I see what's wrong. How about we try this? And like it's a small light comes out of my hands, and it sort of fixes the toy.
Yeah,
How do I?
Old man and his tricks.
If there's a spring, I'll just wind it up, put it on the floor.
Yeah,
if
you
it's
reach
walking,
out. As the light starts to shine with this golden light, the sound, like the crying just stops, and he just looks at it, and you just see these huge eyes. It is unsettling because as soon as he stopped crying, sort of the mouth vanished, and now there's just these huge, amazed-looking eyes staring at it, and you all can see how the toy slowly starts to mend itself. And Boris
saving throw.
No. You wind it up and you like set it down, and it starts to whir and starts walking around, and the child lets out a squeal of delight and sort of claps its hands and watches it just walk around. And you can sort of just feel this wave of relief coming from all the other ghosts. Oh, like, oh, thank God that's over.
Now we can pass on to Afterlife.
I'm just gonna start pulling the cloth out of my ears.
And the ghost with the lantern sort of looks at you and bows, and all the ghosts just sort of vanish, and you're left with a ship that is starting to look more and more ethereal by the second, and you get a feeling that if you stay here, you're probably eventually just gonna fall through into the water. But you have a bit of time if you want to leave.
I'm out.
Get back to your tank dry.
How much time do you think we'd have? Like, is there like rooms that aren't ethereal that we could look in?
I'm just gonna say you have like 5 minutes until it vanishes completely. You can have a look around, no problem.
Yeah, I just want to see if there's like anything of value around.
You have a look around. You find nothing out of the ordinary that you wouldn't expect on a sailing boat. In the personal belongings, you find like a few pouches with gold coins, but they all turn ethereal at the same rate as the ship.
Is there a cannonball?
There is a cannonball currently becoming ethereal as well, yes.
Thanks. Fine! I'm leaving!
You'll get back onto your little crab tank, and as soon as you're all off the boat, you feel like this gust of wind that disperses all the fog, and the image of the ship just sort of vanishes. But you all feel a bit better, a bit healthier, and you have an extra 20 thingy hit points, not normal hit points, the other hit points. Temporary hit points. That's the word for the next
one at the bottom right
hours.
in the bar?
No, it's the little
Oh, it's the top right.
yeah, it's the top right.
So it's 20.
The plus, yeah. 20 temporary hit points for the next 24 hours.
I think I had menting.
Go.
This could have turned out much worse.
Could have thrown a rock at it.
Yeah, I could have thrown a rock at it.
I could have made it play with the.
I could have looked for loot prior.
Semi-surprised Burst didn't just pick it up and throw it and just be like, worshipping false idols is sacrilege!
Alright.
Alright.
The ghost ship didn't kill you horribly. Good job.
So did that interrupt our long rest, or do we still need to go back and rest? No. Okay.
Well, you do still need to go back and finish your long rest, but it didn't interrupt it.
Okay. Alright. Let's head back to shore then.
Alright.
Trucker
You
gig.
head back to shore to your following of companions who are all soundly sleeping because you never woke them up. And you spend the rest of the night. Oh no, actually, you woke up Litrix to take
Litrix,
yeah, you woke up Litrix to look after the other two.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, because you specifically wouldn't do that. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, he sort of, gives you a look of, oh, you're done yet? And he looks like he almost expected things to turn out really badly. But he doesn't say much, and he just goes back to sleep.
It's your turn.
Fine. He goes to sit at the mouth of the little cave that you're in and keeps watch. You all finish your nice long rest, and you get woken up the next morning by giggling and cheering coming from the side where Steve has made his little bed. And you see Steve and Litrix sort of over a small cask, and they are talking excitedly, cheering, and not really noticing that they are waking up everyone else, and not really paying attention to anyone else.
I'm gonna just slowly walk over, get up out of bed, and just slowly walk over. Not even say anything to Litrix or Steve, and just pick up the cask and just shake it. Is there anything in it?
Oh yeah, it's completely full. It's heavy. Steve looks up and says, "Oh, good morning, sis. Good morning. You have to try this, sir. this is fantastic. It worked. It really worked. And he